friends, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time joining, my name is Alicia and this is my beauty lifestyle channel, Kinky Sweat. Today is a beauty haul, first impressions, chit chat, get ready with me all in one. I wanted to try some new products, but I wanted to do it on camera to share with you guys if maybe you had your eye on some of them and wanted to see them in action. And I was just curious. I wanted to try so many things and I'm like, listen girl, one video at a time. I definitely would like to get on here again because I didn't try everything that I recently purchased, and mama needs to stop because I just keep buying makeup and it is a real problem. Can you relate? This will be a look I would do for every day. Smoky, neutral, bronzy eyes. I also love to use color, but because the palette in particular was very warm toned and neutral in nature, this is just what I decided to do on this video. And yeah, we got a little bunch of new products to try on today. I know I wanted to take advantage of the natural light, so I'm not in front of my usual background that I would do in front of my closet. And yeah, my background, there's my robe. See my robe? Got some cards my friends gave me that they wrote really sweet messages, so I keep those. My scarves, you know, my bed, and all my other junk that I have. I don't have a very glamorous YouTube beauty blogger background. Maybe I'll get to that point, but for now, this is it. So enough of me chatting. If you want to see this beauty haul, first impressions, get ready with me makeup demo, then please keep on watching. Before we start, I'm just gonna pin my hair back because she is still drying and I don't want to really disrupt the shape with tying it back or using a handkerchief. I feel the pins work better, so that's what we're gonna do. I didn't get a new foundation, but I did get a new primer. This is the IPKN collab with, what's it? Esther Loves You. It's a Korean cartoon and the packaging is super cute. This is the character and she is on all their products now. So I feel like fans of this character, this cartoon character, will just buy these products because she's on there. But I was particularly interested in this one because this is a SPF primer in one. Moisture, sun protection, and priming all in one bottle. I did swatch it last night. It's very white, so I'm not sure how this is gonna look all over my face. We're gonna find out together, you guys. Oh boy. Okay. Let me see how this is going to absorb. Definitely looks like I'm applying a mask. You guys, I don't think this is a good primer for me. I gotta start all over again. Hold on. It's really funny because I have a Korean SPF product that's just as white looking out of the tube, but it applies super clear. Guess that's not one of them. So I was so intrigued because it would have been cool to have a primer that had sun protection and hydrating properties. So I could eliminate a step and just kind of slap that on. Oh my goodness, that was quite the endeavor. So I'm sorry, Esther, you are not staying. Thank goodness Nordstrom has an amazing return policy. I have my receipt. Instead, let's try Marc Jacobs Coconut Dew Drops, the coconut gel highlighter. You could apply this to the high points of your face, or you can combine with a primer or apply before foundation. I'm gonna apply just one pump all over my face. Oh yeah. This smells like coconut, and yeah. Oh yeah, mama's gleaming. Look at that. Whew. This is so... I am shiny. I am so shiny. Yeah, we're gleaming right now. But my skin's moisturized. I've never done these first impression videos before, so I'm learning as I go along. And I think it's funny that I try things on camera because I feel like you get a kick out of it as well. So, something for everyone. Bobbi Brown's Skin Foundation in Cool Honey 5.25. 2 pumps with my beauty blender. And we're gonna go over this highlighter gel. And I already can feel the luminous effect I'm gonna have with this highlighting gel. I mean, this is not very practical for an everyday basis for me. I was curious in seeing how it looked like all over my skin. And if I was doing like a very specific photograph, an illuminating one, this will work fantastically well. But for every day, I definitely like to look more matte. And I'm not sure how well my makeup will keep with this highlighting gel on under the foundation. I feel like it will break up, but I don't know. It is 2 o'clock. Maybe I'll come back on here later to see how it keeps up. Because you never know. You never know. Okay, foundation is on. Let's tackle the concealing. NARS Soft Matte in Biscuit to tackle my inner corner darkness and just cancel out overall darkness in this general area. I usually put this on before, but I always forget. I always forget to do that. And for highlighting, Tarte's Shape Tape in the color medium. Not so much right under my eye, but under eye area. So not putting it directly on the skin, but right below. Because this is very intense, and if you have particularly dry skin on the under eye area, it will showcase the dryness more is what I'm trying to say. Words, where'd you go? Take my beauty blender, buff that out. I still feel that 50 SPF primer stayed on my skin and has lightened it terribly so. Not even my makeup wipe took it off. I had to go in with soap, my cleansing soap, but I was a little lazy and just figured that will be enough. But now I know not to use that ever again, so it's fine. I need to contour a little bit because I feel like I'm way too light. I lost some of my warmth from using that primer. So with NARS's Cafe, the same soft matte concealer, any small buffer brush will do. This is a Morphe E20. I'm just going to go over my forehead and right at the cheekbone area just to bring back some dimension. And I'm just going to buff that out. And I usually like to go up to keep it right here at the hollows of my cheeks. And today I used on my hair, I shampooed with Jane Carter's Detox shampoo from their healthy hairline. Leave-in conditioner, Miss Jessie's leave-in condition, and to style Curl Junkies Curl Queen is like a styling gel, but it's very liquidy. I like it because it doesn't dry very crispy. It's still drying, but I like how it's light, still has movement. My hair looks super shiny, so that is a plus. We have some warmth back in. Now to set the face. This is a Laura container, but I put in the Cover FX powder in here to travel with. So that is the powder we will set with. Making sure that any creasing that may have occurred while I was contouring is blended so the powder won't set the creases, because that will happen. Using the same damp beauty blender to apply that powder, and I am combining and not leaving excess on for baking. I'm trying not to do that all the time, but I really can't help it because that's what gives my skin, my makeup, the best long wearing results. Not everyone needs to go heavy on the powder, because if you have dry skin, then it will look way too powdery and not skin-like. With me though, considering that I am teaching, maybe working out, the more powder the better for the makeup to stay on longer and to not break up on me. That's why I put so much on. But I feel though sometimes I go overboard because I just love powder. You know, I try my best not to go cray-cray. Setting the rest of my face with the Bobbi Brown Golden Orange Loose Setting Powder. I know you must be like, but what about that highlighting primer you applied? It will still show through, especially at the end when we spritz with the Max Fix Plus. All that powder will melt into the skin and that highlighting gel will show through, and I think it will help give the makeup a really nice luminous finish. We'll see. We shall see. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Did my eyebrows off camera because just wanted to save time. Used Benefit's Precisely My Brow Pencil in the color 6 and carved out the brows with the Soft Matte Concealer in Ginger. Carving out brows, I know, is an extra step if you want to do a super glam look. I just love how it highlights my brow bone area and also just gives the brows a cleaner look overall. So you don't have to take that extra step. I find that it makes a difference even in everyday makeup wear. Totally up to you. I really want to get into these eyes, so I'm using another Esther Loves You collab. We'll see how this one goes. This is their eyeshadow palette, and it's the Baking Class palette. Very neutral in color. I mean, I have all these colors, but you know I'm a makeup whore, so I have to still buy it. The overlay shows you like each color is, oh, it's all in Korean. Like you got strawberry shortcake, you got like the coffee and the different desserts there, depending on the color. So it's really cute. It's a cute little palette. And I just wanted to check out the pigmentation, how it looks, you know, all that stuff. Urban Decay's Primer Potion in Eden, just a tiny bit. Blending that out with my beauty blender. Setting the primer with some loose powder, making sure it's not sticky. Okay, this shade, this warm brown shade has me really excited. And a Morphe M502. I'm going to start building up my crease. It's very interesting. Before I bought this palette, I was doing some research on YouTube as to who has it already, and I found a lot of Korean beauty bloggers reviewing the palette, talking about it, and applying. And it's just so funny how differently they apply makeup. And I say they in terms of who I saw on YouTube. Like, very light application, 1 or 2 shimmer colors, and then done. I think that's the general look with makeup. They generally like to achieve very light and natural looking, and I'm like, I would have spent 20 minutes on these stupid eyes. Like, where's that transition shade, huh? Where's that color buildup? Like, I am trying to show the smokiness, you know what I mean? A Morphe M505, a smaller tapered blending brush, now with this deeper brown shade, which looks very cool toned. So I don't know. Ooh, that's a lot of kickback. Gonna go in easy with this one. A lot of kickback, but it's not applying aggressively. Definitely need to build this color up. So I first apply gently to the outer corner and then I blend out. Not bad. It's not, although with the kickback, it blends quite nicely. Definitely, I have to build it up to the pigmentation I wish to see, right? I am deeper in skin tone than probably the makers of this palette expected to design it for. So someone who's lighter skin wouldn't have to build this color up very much because it will show up intense on them on the first application, but on me, not so much. I think I'm gonna take this caramel looking shimmer color and I'm definitely gonna go in with some Fix Plus to intensify the application. With Luxie's shader brush in 213 and in this caramel shade, sprucing it lightly with the MAC and going in right at the edge of that dark brown color. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. All right, I like this shimmer shade. There's also, I overlooked another chocolatey shimmer shade in here. Hold on, let me see. This one, this guy right here, right next between the transition color and the defining color. I'm gonna take that on the other side of my shader brush and apply that more to the outer corner so it melts with the defining shade. Let's see. Aha! Well, maybe. Let me see here. That works. That works. And for shimmers especially, I love to wet the brush because I find it intensifies the pigment and helps it last longer on the lid. So if you know you're performing or you have a really long day at an event and need not worry about your shadow disappearing, then considering wetting the brush and doing that, I find helpful to the eye look. This satiny beige shade will now go on my brow bone. Very pretty. Luxie 221 with the defining shade right at the lower lash line. Then I take that warm brown transition color. This is a Morphe E18. It's a small dome blending brush. And I take that lightly over the defining shade and buff it out. I'm gonna take this like beige pinky matte shade and further blow out the eye look. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I feel like it needs a little extra something. So that's what I'm gonna do. With a blending brush, a Luxie 205, just on the edges, very softly. Oh, that works. It's not super, I mean, pigmented on maybe someone that's lighter in skin tone, but perfect for me in just blending out the edges of this eye look. There's like a really pretty shimmery pink shade. I think it's like the strawberry shortcake pink shade. It has some sparkle in it. I'm taking my pinky and just putting that to the inner corner. And it adds a little bit of pop. It's really nice. I just wanted to see how it looked like on my skin because I swatched it last night on the back of my hand and it didn't show up very well. So I was curious to see how it showed up on my actual eyes. Get some curl in these lashes. Old reliable, better than sex waterproof. I refuse to get any other mascara. It's just one of those things. There's probably a mascara better than this out there, but I can't do it. I can't try another one. I'm just done. I love this one so much. I love the waterproof better than sex. Oh. Mascara is applied. Ooh, I love my eye. I kind of like how it looks. I was up close and didn't realize, I like how the eyes came out. Sometimes when I'm too close and not back enough and not see the entire picture, it's hard for me to kind of form an opinion on how, like, what I did on my eyes, but it's okay. Oh my god. Trish McEvoy's Light and Lift Face Color Duo. This was such a splurge. I need to stop buying so much makeup. The pans are so big and the powders are so, I mean, look at that. It's just a very subtle highlights. So you're not one that's into beaming, wet, glittery highlight, but something a little more low-key, I think you would like this one. I was just curious to see how the bronzer looked because it's very light. So I'm going to go into the bronzer shade with my Tom Ford bronzing brush and see. Oh, okay. It has, I don't want to say shimmer because I know shimmer has a bad rep, but it has a little bit of glow to it because I think it's one of those like carefree bronzers you apply on your skin, and if you want a little more glow, that's what it's going to give you. I think it's showing up. I see that glow happening. For the cheekbones, I want to try this 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 highlighting shade, Morphe R36. Ooh, this is pretty. I like this one a lot because it's low key for those days that you just want a little bit of glow but not super intense. If you want to keep the face more or less matte-ish, I think this is a perfect highlighter to use. I was gonna say bronzer. I'm all over the place. Help me! For blush, now, I know I have powder on my face. I really want to try the new NARS Multiple Stick in Exumus. It's like a super beautiful apricot-y blush stick that I just, oh my god, I love this color. How do I want to apply this? I think I'm going to take, I wish I had a smaller buffing brush nearby, but I'm going to just do that. That works. Because sometimes if I use my finger, it will disrupt the other makeup. But if I go in with the brush, I feel it wouldn't be as aggressive. And it'll blend better into my skin. Oh, I like this color. Also, as a summer option when I'm not going to go in heavy with the powder and the foundation and just want some color to my cheeks, I think this is the perfect natural flush color for my skin tone. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm glad I got this. Okay. Okay, not a total crapshoot with the Nordstrom purchases. Kind of want to go on top of the Exumus with the Becca Snapdragon. Because it's like almost the exact-ish same color, and I'm curious to see how it will look on top. So this is a Zoeva Luxe Definer, but I'm just gonna, oh, so pretty. Oh, I love it. I'm taking my powder brush and just carefully buffing out the powder so it can melt into the skin. Nothing is near me except my Mariah Carey Just Like Honey lip gloss. I'm going to apply that. I think I'll be fine. One final spritz with my MAC. Let's take these pins out. And that's the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me on this first impressions beauty haul-ish try-on products that I really wanted to do on camera and apply on camera. And yeah, this was fun. I have a couple of other things I want to try on here, so if you want to see more of these videos, please let me know down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And for any questions about products, about hair products that I use that I mentioned in this video I used today, of course, please leave those questions down below. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.